We have Thanksgiving, which obviously fits very perfectly with the Orthodox idea of liturgy. But I would like you to think, if you're familiar with it, of the 6th chapter of the Old Testament book of Isaiah. Isaiah had a vision. He saw himself in heaven. The room was filled with smoke. There were angels flying all around, and they were singing, "Holy, holy, holy, Lord of hosts, heaven and earth are full of your glory." And Isaiah was afraid, because he knows that no one can see God and live. And he heard the voice from God, and the voice said, "Who can I send?" And Isaiah said, "Send me." This is the same image that we should have in liturgy, because not too long ago we were singing, "Let us who represent the cherubim," and we'll sing the thrice holy hymn to the life-giving Trinity, lay aside all worldly care. We find ourselves in that setting, representing the same angels, archangels, cherubim and seraphim, that were worshiping God. And then, here's the difference. Later in the liturgy we said, "Let us lift up our hearts to the Lord," which is our ascent to be in heaven, to be next to God. But we're not called to be afraid. We are afraid. We fear God, we respect God with great awe. But we say, "Let us give thanks to the Lord. It is meet and right." Our experience of being in heaven is best characterized as being in a state of thanksgiving. And every liturgy is that thanksgiving, is the image of that throne room that Isaiah saw, and our calling to represent the cherubim and the seraphim, and to be surrounded by the glory of God. When you think of the icon of the birth of Christ, you see him being born not in a palace, but in a simple cave. That's our invitation also, to realize that no matter how modest we are, God is not too proud to enter us. As modest as the cave was, God is humble and modest, and he will enter us. I met a man 2 weeks ago. He had been a Baptist minister. He became an Orthodox Christian. He went to the Orthodox liturgy, and he was so carried away, he said, "If Christ walked into this church at this moment, we would just keep doing what we do." He said, if Christ were to walk into the Baptist church, he said that, the whole place would go up for grabs. It would be something entirely different. But our worship is so heaven-like that this is one of many things that we also have to be grateful for. We be grateful to God, grateful for his humility to us, grateful for our Orthodox Christian heritage and worship, and all of the saints and the fathers who made us possible to have what we have in our Holy Orthodoxy. So even though Thanksgiving is not a traditional Orthodox holiday in the sense that we understand it in America, Thanksgiving should be a perpetual state of being for all of us. Happy Thanksgiving.